Hi, I am Sahil Shah. I am founder of Hungrito, and we have been doing this for more than 12 years now. I am from Ahmedabad. I studied in DICT, a local guy, an engineer turned into a marketer. So I love tea and coffee, and social media and events is something which I have been doing all my life. Hungrito is a food discovery platform which started in Ahmedabad, and slowly and gradually we have moved into different cities like Baroda, Rajkot, Jamnagar, Surat, and also we did a show in London last year. So that has been the journey of Hungrito. Overall, in the events that we have created or curated, we have got more than 5 lakh people joining the events live. That's the thing. With this, we have more than 2000 plus social media following, and let's go forward. This is a very, very simple concept of marketing. All of you are students of marketing, and mostly everybody has to become a student of marketing in future. There is a simple concept of 4 Ps, which we all have learned. Philip Kotler is the one who taught us this. So then there is a concept called 4 Ps, which is product, price, place, and promotion. I think everybody knows about this, right? Yeah, great. So how do products work in this category? So these are the products. If you see about all the products of Hindustan Unilever's, FMCG products, and those, all the marketing which happened in 80s, 90s happened around this concept. At DMart hai, so if you have DMart, your product should be placed in DMart at this value, this price, and it should be in the rack at this point, and those kind of things. Those were the mindset of bigger FMCG products. Now, with the evolution of internet, 2000s, it was all about the customer value and the cost and convenience. There, we got a lot of SaaS-based products coming in picture. So you have Zohos of the world, SAP of the world. 2000s was all about creating these kind of products, where it could be delivered to people in masses, and then you have some point of convenience to them that okay, ghar baithe baithe ye delivery ho rahi hai. These are the different kind of things which you are seeing, and that was the evolution of the thing. Then we live in the era of experiences right now. There we talk about 4 E's of marketing, which are experience, exchange, everywhere, and evangelism. I will go deep into this topic. Why? If you see right now, everybody will be having a black t-shirt in their wardrobe. Which kind of black t-shirt you have is the question right now. Are you wearing a black t-shirt of H&M? Are you wearing a black t-shirt of Zara? Are you wearing a black t-shirt of Jockey? Is the way you define things. It is not the thing of quality. It is not the thing of quantity. It is more about thing of what other people will perceive about what you are doing. You go to a fine dine restaurant. Initially, it was like Sunday hai, we will eat pizza. Right now, it is a Sunday, we will eat a pizza of this category. We want to eat a Neapolitan pizza, it will cost 800, we will eat this pizza. And then we don't put up the photo of pizza. We put up a photo that we are at this place. That means we are trying to communicate to people that, okay, we had pizza, which is a common thing now. Everybody can have pizza, but we are having pizza of this kind. We are having this kind of experience. And that is what people are trying to share. Initially, it was very, very difficult to understand a product, but now everybody of you know, okay, this is the GSM of the product, of a t-shirt and those kind of things. That is because every information is at your fingertips now. Your decision making depends on the quality. Your decision making depends on how people will perceive you or how people are going to see what you are going to do. Now, let us talk about the evolution of internet or how we as individuals have been experiencing things or how we book tickets of these events. Number one thing used to be just the computers and the systems were there at the places of sales. So point of sale is what we talk about. So initially when we used to go to theaters in 2000s, we used to go to theater, book tickets and then get back home and then go to a 9 PM show. That used to be the thing. And then we used to have houseful boards around and those kind of things. In 2010s, we got systems like Book My Show and other apps. In the same category of Red Bus, we had the whole ecosystem building up in the bus category also. These two systems made sure that you could book tickets on your app. But all the marketing which happened was offline. So then we got into a stage where it was both offline and online. So online booking happened and offline discovery happened. You had billboards and everything which was there. Then came a time where both the things happened online. You have an app where you are seeing things, discovering new things where you want to go, and also booking the experiences online. That is the today's generation that we are in. We have the app, we discover products online. Have you seen billboards of the next Himeshmaya show which is going to happen? But a lot of you would have booked the tickets. Why? Because you saw some video, you saw some reels, you saw some promotion online, and then you booked it. That is because now both the channels are online only. And that is the evolution of how we book tickets in this phase. Second is the evolution of the digital medium. So if you talk about Facebook initially, when the bandwidth was just 2G, Facebook was just all about status updates. Slowly and gradually, with the internet penetrating more, it went from status update to photographs. We could upload one photo and we could change profile picture and those kind of things. Slowly the speed of internet increased. Facebook allowed us to upload more photos. So you had albums. Then Facebook allowed us to upload a video. By the time in early 2010s, we had Instagram also coming in, just square photos were allowed. Slowly Instagram changed the ratio. Then Instagram told you can upload 1 minute video. 2014, the speed of internet was such that they allowed live videos also, that you could go live from anywhere. Dwayne Johnson was the first artist to go live from Facebook in 2014. 2017, all over India, we had this feature of going Facebook live. Because the speed of internet increased, we had 3G at that time. By 4G and 5G, you would see reels coming in the scene. Why? Because the internet speed is increasing, you are able to scroll through videos with very ease. And that is the kind of thing that we will have to learn about. With speed increasing, you will see augmented reality and those kind of things coming in. While 5G is there, the more penetration will be there, you will be able to get these kind of experiences more. Now, if we as individuals want to build these kind of spaces, what are the things that we should know? These are the 3 S's that we should know about. First is to start. Start building these kind of things. Second, if you have started something, how do you scale things up? And in the last, we will be talking about how do you sustain whatever you have done. And also, we will talk about examples who have sustained or who have been able to get out of that orbit or get out of the atmosphere and be in the universe. First thing, we will talk about start. How do you start? We have a simple policy in office of doing 4 experiments a week. You can only start by doing some or the other experiments. When people talk about our journey of Hungryto, we always say this example, that Hungryto Food Fest came from a story which we did on 1st of April 2018. We put up a story on our Instagram page. We had 30,000 followers. We said we are going to open a cafe. We were never going to do that. It was April Fool campaign. People replied. 1,500 people replied on this story. Usually we have 100 replies maximum. बहुत अच्छा campaign है. We have 100 replies. But people wanted to know more. Okay, you are opening a cafe. Which kind of cuisine is there? What are you going to do? This campaign gave us a spark that we can go offline. And we made Hungryto Food Fest into IP in the November 2018. We did Hungryto Food Fest. It has got 7 seasons till this point. We have traveled around Gujarat with this festival. Also, in this May, we did a new IP, which is Hungryto High Street. Again, it came out of the experiments of building things, building experiences for people. That's how you start. You start something, you do experiments, you ski. Okay, these are the new things which are coming up, and then you scale. How do you scale? You have started something, you have some talent, you are positioning yourself as somebody who is doing XYZ activity. How do you scale? First thing that you have to keep in mind while scaling up is this graphic. In today's world, whatever you are doing, one part of the journey is you are doing it for your audience. So suppose I am talking to you guys right now, you guys are 200, 300 people in the room, I am talking to you guys. But after I leave this speech, what is the kind of impact that this speech is going to make on you? That is the kind of thing that everybody has to see right now. What is the perceived value that you are going to give to your audience so that they pass it on to your audience's audience? In the internet's perspective, if you have attended a show, a lot of people put up their phones, take a reel, take a photo, and then take stories and upload it on their thing. Why? Because they want to show their audiences that they came here. And that is how people are perceiving. Why do you see marriages are getting so much budget over and above? If you see 5 years ago, marriages did not have that kind of budgets. People had money. People did not have money. That was not the case. But right now, it is more about showing things to others. That, okay, we were here, we were doing this. If you don't allow phones in these concerts, 50% of the tickets are not going to get sold. That is for sure. The reason people want to show. And that is what in the first mind you will have to think. If we are going to build some kind of experiences, it needs to have some element where people are going to show it off to their own audience also. And also, after the experience is over or after the event is over, you need to upload those things also. You see a lot of stand-up comedians coming up now. You see a lot of poetry artists coming up now. These people are recreating a lot of stuff. जॉन हॉली की कई पोएट्री चल रही है, फैज अहमद फैज की पोएट्री चल रही है, वो पोएट्री वो रिक्रिएट कर रहे हैं, and then they are able to articulate it well, put it on digital medium, and it is spreading the thing. There are a lot of old songs which are getting recreated. It is just the medium, how you recreate things and then position it yourself, and then in the medium it will spread through. Second, I think product lifecycle curve, most of you know about. What is it? There is an introduction phase, there is a growth phase, there is a maturity phase, and there is a decline phase. Whenever you are trying to build stuff, this is something that you will have to keep in mind. Every now and then you will come up with new products. Every now and then you have to understand whatever you are trying to build will reach a maturity phase, will reach a growth phase, and then you will have to start thinking about where to go next, what to do next. What did we do? We started up with just small cafe meetups. There we used to call people. From there we went to bloggers meetup. We used to call bloggers. From there we went to Hungry to Food Fest. Hungry to Food Fest in Ahmedabad happened for 3 times. We went to Rajkot. We went to Surat. We went to Jamnagar. We did festivals there. From there we knew, okay, as a festival there is a peak that we are seeing. So we did concert tours of artists. So that is what the next thing that we did. Then we took Hungry to High Street as an example. We did that. Then with Gujarati as a base, we went out of India. We did shows in UK, and that is how the evolution. There is a continuous evolution of the product that you are serving. You have the same audience, your audiences also grow, and with that you will also have to grow. Now, how do you sustain these all things? You have audience, you have things, people are buying your tickets, and everything is happening. Yeah. So I was talking about how do you evolve, and over and above, how do you sustain whatever you have in your hand? How do you make sure you keep on doing things which are there? So there's an example. Have you heard about fake weddings which are going on? Yeah. You have heard about bhajan clubbing which is going on? These are trends. This is how you scale things up. How do you scale things up? There is a fake wedding which happened in Mumbai, or fake wedding which happened in Delhi. It was crazy. People saw the reels, videos and everything online. Fake wedding is now happening in Rajkot also. Fake wedding is now happening in Ahmedabad also. Fake wedding is now happening in Surat, Baroda, and a lot of other cities. Why? People discovered an idea online. There is a jogging park. Cafe started doing jogging things in Sunday mornings. They wanted to get their people. So they started Sunday morning joggers club. Why does a cafe need to do that? Because they want to retain their community. A cafe in Mumbai started doing it. A cafe in Ahmedabad copied it. A cafe in Rajkot started copying it. A cafe in Bhuj is also doing it. Sunday morning joggers club. This is not something that a cafe owner should run. But they are trying to do this because they are trying to get on the things which are happening. And due to the digital medium, you as individuals are able to understand things much faster than it used to be. Initially, it was a case study which used to come, and then people used to hop onto the things which people do. Right now, if something has happened in Delhi, in 3 days time, all over India, people know, okay, this is a good thing which is happening, and people start copying it. In the same thing, indie music as a trend came in, and right now it is coming up in smaller cities also. How do you sustain these all things? These are the trends that we talked about. Okay, you should do this, you should scale up this, and that is how do you do. How do you make sure that you can build things for legacy? You can build things the way Tatas, Birlas, Adanis, Ambanis are trying to build. What are the things that you should do? Don't be Babu Rao. Babu Rao used to say, "Mere ko bilkul risk nahi lene ka hai." Don't try to be Babu Rao, because at a scale whenever you are, if you stop taking risk, you are going to go down. Because every product, every company, if you see in history, whenever they stopped taking risk, they were the ones who died. The biggest example of that is Nokia. There used to be articles that only Nokia can kill Nokia. Blackberries of the world were also in the same category. Apple currently is facing the kind of heat in the same category. If you don't evolve, if you don't experiment, if you don't make sure that you take risk, you are not going to scale up, because every now and then you will get new products. iPod was a risk which they took. iPad was a risk that they took, and that is how products scale. So as a company also, whenever you are trying to build events, you will have to take risk, you will have to evolve your business model and go about it. How many of you know about these songs? How many of you heard about it? A lot of you? How many of you remember the singer? It is not Ragir. It is Just. Okay, so that is point number 1. Point number 2. Gadiyan uchiyan rakhiyan. You would have heard the reel a lot. So, yeah, Vicky Kaushal, he was the one who acted on that reel. Who was the singer? Rar. Rar is the name, B-Rar, or that is the name. The example here I am trying to say is, after scaling up also, a lot of people don't remember you, because you are not capitalized on that part. The songs which I am talking about got more than 1 million reels created on those songs. but you still don't know the real creator. They are doing great. I am not saying the real creator is not doing great right now, but he could have capitalized on that and created something else. That is where the digital of business comes into the picture. How well after you scale up, you are making sure that the digital communication of your things are happening. If your song is hit, how well are you making reels around that song and making sure that people are able to hear it in Bhubaneswar also, people are able to hear it in other parts of the country also. And that is how things have been scaled. If there is a joke of Zakir Khan, Delhi Girl as a segment worked, he made sure that he went to different parts of the country and did a live stand-up with them. He made sure the cities know about him. And then he followed up with small content pieces, which used to go around on internet. And that is how you scale up. You do something, you put it on digital, then you do something else, you put it on digital. Slowly and gradually things will scale up. If something is hit, you capitalize on that and make sure you tell the world that this is something that is done by me, or this is that something is done by the company. And that is how you scale up in today's world. The second part is building community. You need to have 1,000 people who understand what you are doing and are ready to experiment with you whatever you are doing. So if there is a new car, new EV, you need to have a kind of audience which is trying to do experiments with you. The same happened with Ola, the same happened with Ather, the same happened with Chetak also, which came up. They had a loyal audience base which they targeted, and they made sure that the new product which is coming up, people will buy that. There's a festival which scaled up really well, which was called Sunburn. They used to do festivals in Goa, and slowly and gradually they created IPs around the whole India. In 31st, you will see a lot of parties happening in the name of Sunburn. And Sunburn has scaled it well. They created a big IP, and then they made sure that the resonance of their IPs are there in tier 2, tier 3 cities also. These are few artists which have scaled themselves beyond and what they were doing. So first is Zakir Khan. He has been relevant in this scene for more than 10 years now. We have Piyush Mishra. He is an actor, he is a songwriter, but now slowly and gradually he has evolved himself as somebody who will do live concerts. And that is how he has evolved himself. He has got into the live space. He does not do a lot of shows in Mumbai, Delhi. He does a lot of shows in Ahmedabad, Jaipur, and these kind of cities, Pune and those cities. Your Shreya Ghoshal still relevant. Sunidhi Chauhan reinvented herself at 40. The kind of show that she has made is the one which is, she's doing a whole city tour. These are the artists. Himesh Reshammiya, once a darling of all in 2000s, has again reinvented himself in the live scene. And these guys have capitalized on the live economy which is happening. Kumar Vishwas again, Tanmay Bhatt same. Everybody loves Garba. Garba is the OG of how you can scale things up. They did it in villages, they did it in towns, they did it in cities, they did it in metro, everywhere. Wherever Gujaratis are, Gujaratis in Toronto also do Garba, Gujaratis in Liverpool also do Garba, Gujaratis in Manchester are also doing Garba, Gujaratis in Gondal are also doing Garba. This is one of the finest examples how you can scale things up, how you can scale an idea. And right now you have all types of Garbas. You have premium Garba, you have semi-premium Garba, you have society Garbas. Garbas have been commoditized. You have Garbas with just a single kind of clothes, you have Safed Ish, Safed Parinda, different kind of things are happening. Why are these happening? There's a concept which people capitalized on and they scaled it with their own ideas. Last part which is going to be is local is going global. How does this happen? You have artists like Daljit Dosanjh. You have artists like Karan Aujla. Karan Aujla did a 31st in Ahmedabad. Nobody thought about it. A 5 crore event will happen in Ahmedabad on 31st. How is this possible? Because that music is translating to people in tier 2, tier 3 cities. They have scaled things up in their digital way. You have Aditya Gadvi doing shows all across Gujarat. He is not doing Garba, he is doing concerts. How is it doing it? It is through the digital medium, how you communicate things. And how do you scale and how do you survive? This is the last part. In the digital world, in the world that we are in today, if you want to evolve in the space of events, if you want to evolve in the space of live experiences, it is not the strongest of the species that will survive, not the most intelligent ones. It will be the most adaptable ones that are going to survive in today's digital era. That's it. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the time.